acceleration is equal to the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. So that means force will be equal to the product of mass and acceleration. This is another form of second law of motion. So that means second law of motion, second law, another statement says that force is directly proportional, or we can say proportional, simply proportional to the product of what? Mass and acceleration which it possesses at that time, at that instant of time. So product of mass and acceleration actually gives the body's force applied onto that. So if at any instant we apply some force, we will get ultimately the acceleration caused by that force. And that force, from this we can derive the acceleration. The acceleration of the body at any instant when the force is applied is given to be equal to force divided by mass. Okay? This is the acceleration caused by that very force at any instant of time. Now, here I will deal shortly the units also. The units of force. Suppose we know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. Suppose that 1 kg of an object of a mass is displaced, we apply force onto it, and it causes a change in the momentum here, and which in turn causes acceleration inside the body. And the acceleration, suppose it causes an acceleration of 1 meter per second square, because the units of acceleration is meter per second square. Keep that in mind. So that means force exerted will be equal to 1 kg, 1 multiplied by 1 kg meter per second square. And this very term is represented by N, that is the Newton. Okay? So we can say that the units of force is, SI units. SI means System International. Okay, that is this international system of units or international system of quantities nowadays. So the SI units of force, that is F is equal to MA, which is in terms of that we have for 1 Newton. I have told you it is calculated, or it is shown in terms of newtons, is equal to 1 kg meter per second square. So this gives the 1 Newton quantity, 1 Newton of force. So 1 Newton of force is that much of force which is applied on 1 kg of any substance. 1 Newton applied on 1 kg of substance, and it causes an acceleration of 1 meter per second square. It causes a unit acceleration on a unit mass. Then the force is applied is said to be 1 Newton or unit newtons. So that why the SI units of force. So the force SI units is Newton M. Now, another thing I have told you earlier, that the force, actually I have denoted it here in terms of the scalars, but actually force is a vector quantity. It's also a vector quantity. And I told you earlier that change in the momentum is given by the change in the momentum direction of the change is actually given by the force applied. So that means it's a vector quantity,